Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today with a fun matting episode. I typically do not do videos where I mat, only because I'm not the best of it and it takes me entirely too long. But we're gonna do it now because I got this great digital paper. This is vintage, hold on, I'll flip the screen. It's vintage Halloween. It's a digital paper from Tamika Morris, who is Tamika Sending Smiles on Instagram, YouTube, and Etsy. So I will link that below. You guys got to see some of that on Monday when I did my Epson Eco Tank review. It did take exactly 10 minutes for it to print 10 pieces of paper, which is not a horrible time, but for those of us who are impatient, that 10 minutes seemed like forever. So I'm not going to show you the whole collection on the screen. You can go into our Etsy shop and see it. But this is the page that I used for, well, I'm going to use, oh my gosh, where's my mouse? So I have my computer on two different screens and sometimes it takes the mouse. I gotta come over here. Here we go. Okay, so all these little pumpkins is the page that you're seeing in the background because I wanted to use the big pumpkin here and all these little pumpkins around it, but that would have made my album 8x8, and so I may do that at another time. I just didn't have time to do that today. So let's zoom in just a smidge and try to, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I did was I fussy cut all of those pumpkins out. As you can see, this is what's left of the page. So I still have some pieces that I can use really well. Some are pumpkins I can fussy cut. The best thing about a digital collection is you can print as many pieces that you need. All right, so here we go. Here we go. All right, so I don't know where I'm going. Like, I kind of wanted to do the whole thing here and just kind of circle around. Oh, that looks really cute. I can do an actual circle. I don't know. I like that though. Okay. There were some cut parts in the collection. I only printed one page of the cut parts. This one, these were scallops all around, but I cut the scallops off because there was no way I was going to fussy cut that. No ma'am. So I don't know what I'm going to do on the cover yet, but that's kind of where I was thinking on that cover. So let's go ahead and mat this up. I'm going to put kind of a nondescript page for the pocket here. So let's do this page. And I'm not going to do the whole thing because you don't need a mat underneath your pocket. So I want my pocket to be this funky thing. I don't want it to be this funky thing. No, I want it this way. So right about here. So I'm going to do 4 1/4. And this album is 6, the cover 6x6. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do glue or tape runner. think I'm gonna do glue on this and tape runner. I don't know. All right, so fast forward button is probably gonna be your best friend in this video. Or if you just like to listen to me craft, that's what I do. I like to listen. I craft while I listen to other people craft. So your choice. Right now I'm just unclogging this glue. Alright. Gosh darn it. Right here would be a great fast forward. Where's my towel? Probably gonna have to clean the whole glue topper, but that's alright. Anyway. So I don't really have that much to talk about while I'm crafting, but I don't want to sit in silence. So we're just gonna ramble on. So I've been watching a lot of craft fair videos. Not that I will be participating in any. Not just yet. There is a expat or English speaking people. Kind of a craft fair. It's called a feria. So it's like a little kind of like a farmer's market-esque, you know, where there's like a bunch of different stuff. One girl, she sells honey, and I don't even like honey, but we absolutely loved her honey, so we have to go back and get some. They do it on the second Saturday of the month, so we will be getting that honey. I'll come back to the pocket, but my pocket's gonna go right there. This is a tuck. I'm gonna come back to that tuck. That's matte. Let's go with, let's see. I guess I have to do that pocket to see what I want to start off with. But yeah, so there's someone who she sells honey from her backyard. And then we have, yeah, I like that. A lady who, she's British, and she sells jellies and fudge. And we have, I don't know, just like a bunch of stuff. Somebody does some felt little like dolls, like they kind of look like those little voodoo dolls, those like super cute ones. And there's just all kind of stuff. I bought a little pin from a little boy last time, so yeah. And then there was like cookies and spices and dips and all kind of stuff, which was funny because, you know, like when you go to sometimes a craft show, especially at a church, you have like Tastefully Simple, Tupperware, that kind of stuff. And they have that here too. They have actual Tupperware here. But most of it was just like homemade items. Like instead of Tupperware, it was like recycled plastic things that somebody made. And then there was the lady who did the spices, which was like Tastefully Simple. And then you know, just stuff like that. It was really fun to go to, up until the jackhammer that was fixing the street was just relentless. Obviously they had to do their job, but I don't know why they were working on a Saturday. Gosh, I keep on this, but so what I did is I just traced my pocket, and then I and cutting it down little by little until it fits and has a border. You can, you know, do it the way that I did, the actual pocket, measure out the square and do all of that. But I didn't feel like going to look for the measurements. So I just traced and cut down and rambled. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to decide what to do for the next pages. Okay, so I picked the candy paper, If you're matting with me, this is 5.5 by 4 1/8. I may not remember all the measurements because I am going to pause the video or else this is going to be like 5 hours long. I love working with non-directional paper so that way you don't have to think about where to put your cuts. And then I chose these darker pumpkins for the back page. This is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Just gluing. Okay, and actually I think I trimmed it just slightly less than 5 3/4 on the left hand side so that way I could not get up against this what you call them? Yeah, score line. Okay. Since I peeled that off, oh no, I guess it's fine. Okay. Look at how gorgeous that is. Now I am not going to mat any more of these pieces because I want you to put your pictures there. So you can take your white and you can put your white paper there in your little stamp. Where's that little stamp? I have a little stamp that has a little camera on it, so you know that's where you're going to put your picture. But of course, right at this second, I can't find it. It's tiny. I don't know where it is. All right. Gorgeous. Let's flip it. Now, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Because that's going to be hidden. This is going to be up front. Let's do... I'm trying to think of real estate for pictures because we do have a waterfall here, which I'm not going to mat the waterfall fully. I don't mat the backs of my waterfalls at all because, again, I want the picture on the back. I may do a strip of paper on that, but let's come back to, let's see what we got left. I'm going to need 2 pretty big pieces. Who says I can't do... This is my book. I'm going to do what I want. Okay, so 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Oof, that's going to cut my paper. Okay, let's do... If it was 5 1/2, it would just cut the paper right in the middle, and that would be perfect. But I kind of want this little skull picture in there. And again, this is digital, so I can print this however I want to. Okay. I'm going to have to trim it down. But what I'm going to do is, what page is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. What I'm doing is reprinting custom page 12 print. And then wait 20 years for that to print. And I'm going to cut the opposite. Alright, it's printing. If you can hear it, it is printing. So I'm going to cut this down while that's printing. Look, I can still use this piece. I'm just taking whatever measurement my paper trimmer, the track is, I just cut that off just so it can fit. And that's perfect. It's probably 1/8 of an inch. And then when my printer finally decides to print, I'm gonna cut the pumpkin image and put that over here. And I think that's gonna look perfect. I might have to do it this way. Like that. I could have paper pieced and just put a different paper up there. But that's okay. It's a digital print, so I printed it out. All right, let's go. Let's see. I want this pumpkin in here. So because I have A4 paper, I have to cut mine down. Mine is not letter size. Mine is a true A4. So mine is what's ours? 8.5 by 11. So mine is 8.25 by 11.5. That's my A4 paper. So, okay, let's see here. I want to do 5 3/4. By 5 3/4. Woo, that gets that bat wing in there. And then I'm going to cut it down just slightly on this side because this side has white on it still. I think that's going to take too much of his eye. Might have to cut off a little bit more. Let's see. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, I need a little bit more off. Just a smidgen bit. Oh, that's too much. That was definitely not enough. Okay, there we go. That is perfect. So see, it's the same piece of paper, but it looks completely different depending on where you cut it. And my bats look perfect. That was a happy accident. I love it. Let me put all this down. Okay, so here's my waterfalls open. This is on the last page. I chose this bat paper. And I did have to print a second page because I mismeasured. So normally a mismeasurement would be a meltdown because I didn't have any paper. But now that I have a great printer and digital paper, there is no meltdown. All right. Oops. All right. So you see the little plaid tucking out. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to mat on either side of my waterfall. I will come back to that. I remembered my magnets. I forgot up here, but I don't think that's a big deal. This one's pretty much staying closed. This one didn't like to stay closed. So we're definitely going to have to mat the top and here. Now, I'm hoping my magnet is going to be strong enough for that. We're going to find out. But what I need to do is actually peel the backing off the magnet here. You know what? I don't have to put it here. I can actually put the magnet. Let's see if this works. Nope, I have to put it there. I knew the answer to that. I just wanted to be sure. Oh well. All right. So I want these two. I usually don't like Scary Halloween, but I actually really like this page. It's like a Beetlejuice page. All right, so this little flap is, of course I would take the tape backing off, you know, 5.5 by 3.5. I wish I had some orange paper to back this, but I don't. All right. Whenever you place your magnets, make sure it is at least a 1/2 inch away from the edge of your paper. That way you know it's not going to pop out and you're not going to really see it. If you have it right on the edge, your paper is going to buckle and you'll be able to see where the magnet is. Okay. And then oh, that's almost perfect. Where's the other piece? Look at this little menacing pumpkin. This reminds me of Paddington, of my dog. All right, let's see. This should be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Oh, it's over. Well, I'm gonna cut my papers. You kind of have to measure on everything because, you know, depending on how you place your whatchacolumns down, it could have shifted and made your paper smaller or bigger. Your flaps is what I was trying to say. Okay, that's perfect. Oh wait, no, I do need to take that off, don't I? Wait. Is that the right? Yeah, I guess it is the right side. Okay. All right, I'm gonna need new tape on this one because the sticky is on the other side and I just put the backing on there. All right, tape. And find your magnet. Okay. And now I need to find my magnet. Or is it this way? Hold on. That way. Okay. All right, now that's taped in place. There we go. I didn't do that on the other, oh gosh, there's drip glue all over my pants. I didn't put that extra little bit of glue right there near the magnet on my other magnet, and it's puffy, so I'm gonna have to fix that in just a second. Oh gosh, what am I doing here? Okay. Towel, where's my towel? Got glue everywhere. What I'm going to do is add just a little bit more glue right here to the edge so that way it's not puffy or buckling. I know that's going to come out. Make sure you have a good glue that dries clear. I switch between art glitter glue and Berry Arts or Berry Arts. To me, they both work this exact same. I have videos from previous years comparing the two, and they were the same. The only reason Berry Arts wins for me is because you can get it all year round. Art glitter glue, you cannot get it during winter months, depending on where you live, because if it's too cold, they cannot send it to you because the cold changes the molecular structure of the glue and it doesn't adhere as well. So that's kind of annoying. Yes, you can buy it on Amazon during the winter months, but that is not, they are not actual Barely Art retailers. Those are just people selling it. So you don't really know how long that glue has been sitting when you do that. So I buy mine directly from Art Glitter Glue or a person that I know that is a legit retailer of it, like Connie, who has 2G's Designs. So, okay, so I do need to cover this page here because there is a connecting flap and I don't want that to show. So I'm going to I'm going to use this paper, I think. 5.5. Yep. You always want to hide any of your connecting flaps, like the little, I don't know if you can see it. Let me pick the book up. Where we attached right here. That's what I'm basically covering up. You can just put a strip of paper on there, but I like to completely cover it. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead because this is already 30 minutes almost video. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and mount this the rest of the way off camera and then just show you the final verdict from there. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna show you how to make these little springs so you can make your own homemade wobbles. I'm sure I've done it before, but it's been a while. So I'm cutting my paper. It doesn't matter, it's scrapbook paper. 1-inch strips. I don't know, it's 1 inch by whatever scrap this was. Let's see. This happened to be 1 inch by 8.5. All you're gonna do is, let me come over to the camera. I use hot glue. Put a little glue and make your shape like this. Okay. Be careful with your hot glue, don't be reckless. Or use regular glue or tape or whatever. Okay, so you have this little funky thing. Now you're just gonna fold back. So when I fold back, I flip it over. So fold back and flip it down. And then I just go down, over, up, over, down. Just like you used to do when you was a kid. Over, down, over. Just until you don't have any more cardstock length. All right, hot glue right here. kind of keep these pieces together. Okay, so see my little spring. Or if you have any of the 9,000 wobbles that we all purchased back in the day that we never used, you can use it now. So I just did 2 of them. All right, making sure you can't see any of it on the other side of my pumpkin. All right, perfect. I don't like this little flap sticking up, so I'm just going to put a little hot glue in there. That's just a preference thing. Okay, then we're going to hot glue it to the cover, and it's a little wobble spring. If you don't want that much height, you can always cut it shorter, but I kind of want that much height. All right, so I'm just adding hot glue like so, and I'm going to get my pumpkin right in the middle where I want him. And he has a lot of height, and he is just coming off that page. And he looks amazing. Okay, let me finish decorating and I will show you the final. Okay, I'm gonna show you the book. So just had a major accident with the Wink of Stella pen. It literally exploded all over my book. Thankfully, this paper collection was chaotic already, the background, and so the glitter spills look like they were intentional. They absolutely were not. I had to go ahead and just cover my pumpkin in glitter because apparently going from sea level to yes, that's a power outage. But going from sea level to high altitude, everything gets compressed. Okay, anyway, so when I went, all I did was go to open it. Let me move this in case it does it again. And it just exploded all over it, like it's dripping everywhere. That's what happened to my glue as well. So my hair products, everything was like that. So I don't know why I thought the Wink of Stella would be any different, but it got everywhere. It was a nightmare. Anyway, so here's the final book. Here's the spine. I cut the little pumpkin out, put on the spine. Here's the back. The Wink of Stella is still wet. All right, so what I didn't do is I haven't done any tags or anything to stick in the pocket. Actually, I could just do this for now. There's some cut aparts in there, and here's how it looks. I did go ahead and lift this up and get the magnet in here because I forgot about the booklet that I had made for it. And as a matter of fact, it was right here on the floor. But I'm gonna have to change the booklet because I don't like how it looks in there. So I put the little strip here, and then I did go ahead and mat both of these. I had just had paper left over, so I just went with it. You can still fit your pictures on. It's Wink of Stella everywhere. Okay. Your 2x3s, your 3x5s, your 3x4s, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Crop down your 4x6s. Okay. There we go. So see, you can still put it here and still have your paper as the star. This was Halloween. This was Corey's second Halloween. He was a year, August, September, October, a year and 3 months. Okay, here's the middle page. Again, I made a little tuck spot. So you can put your picture in there, put your picture over here, however you want to do it. And our layout, look at how gorgeous. So I did matte. I made it a tuck spot, so you can, if you want, take all your little things out, have your picture. I had one that was cropped already. I don't know what I did with it. That one Costella threw me, I'll tell you that. Let me see where it is. I don't know. You can even put it there. You can journal if you want to, or if you have your 3x5, whatever, you can tuck in a larger picture and just kind of have, you know, your picture layout like that, and tuck in all your little bits and pieces, whatever you want. Okay, and then the waterfall. So I know I said I wasn't going to matte the waterfall. I didn't. I just added a little strip of paper to the edge to make it look super fun. I forgot about doing it here. I'll probably do it here. But these fit a 3x5 perfectly. This is a 3x4. So again, mix and match. Have your pictures tell the story, do some journaling, crop down larger pictures. You can fit all of that in there and the picture on the back. Plus you have a space here for your pictures, for collaging, or if you just want to enjoy your paper, just enjoy the paper. Okay. And it's actually the same on this side. We have that. What is that called? Okay. And then again, another tuck spot. You can put your picture, you can put a bunch of junk in there. I only put a tiny bit of tape runner on the mats in case, you know, you don't want a white border. You can take the mat out, or if that's not the size picture that you want to use, you know, you don't have to. You can change the size. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to flip it over, and here is our other pull out. So this one I matted to the 3 spaces, and again, you can use your pictures. You know, don't cover up the beautiful paper if you don't want to. You can have a full picture here. Oh my gosh, everything's falling on the floor where it doesn't need to go. I don't know. I don't have a horizontal picture, but you get the gist, right? And you can even still have your pictures like that. Okay, and then the other side folds out as well. Again, you have that room for that 3x5 picture. You can put your 2x3. And then put your full, I think this is, will fit a 4x5 and something picture perfectly. So 4x5.5. Can fit your pictures, so you're just telling your story. Keep going, you know. And then you have your room here. And this is a 4x5.5. So you have, you know, room for vertical and horizontal pictures. I need to find some horizontal pictures to print for you guys. And then we have our sliding mechanism. Again, you can put your 2x3 pictures here. I wouldn't do too many, just because you don't want your mechanism to get caught on there. So if you put some on the front, I wouldn't put any on the inside. That's why I put the crazy paper on the inside, so you don't cover it up. So you don't put too many. You can always make your mechanism bigger instead of a 3x3 if you want to cover it up, but actually I think that's kind of cute to show the 2 pictures on the outside. But if you wanted to, you could do pictures on the inside. These are 2x3s, and again, you don't have to cover up your paper. You can just use this whole space for one 2x3. Or if you want to cover it up, you can. Or if you have, you know, a horizontal picture, you can add it. So there you go. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this paper collection, definitely click on the link below and purchase it from Tamika Morris, who is sending smiles. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go clean up glitter. Bye.